HCMC stock update today. So just when you thought everything was over, you probably didn't remember that HCMC filed an appeal as of December of 2021. It's been a long time since that time, and given the fact that the patent office has thrown out its patents, that has really affected our disposition towards HCMC. We all probably totally forgot about everything, because indeed, yes, that if the patent is invalidated, then there's almost nothing to talk about there as such, But in any case, the company filed an appeal in that regard as well. But in any case, there's two pieces of news that came out. One today, the 12th of April, and then yesterday, the 11th of April. So dealing with the one we have today, it says here their Choices announces success in its appeal of the ruling in patent infringement action against Philip Morris. So the appeal court judge, that handled the judges that handled that case, they think that HCMC had, especially in the second case, they feel that that case should be heard. They should feel that case should be heard. I think even in the first instance, so that's a good thing. But all in all, the burning issue is that they appeal that the patent that has been thrown out, even though it's still the HCMC has appealed. So technically, it's still very much valid until the appeal court again hears the patent case. So it's not all totally absolutely rosy at the moment, because the substantive issue is that patent, if it's not valid, if it's totally invalid or useless, doesn't exist, or annulled, then the whole case can be totally, everything is lost. But for now, things are holding up. You and I probably didn't think that there was any hope left at all. But there seems to be some ray of hope there. So the other issue is that this is the second issue, that the dividend for the dividend in the form of HCWC stock, for every 71,000 HCMC stock owned. So that is the record date will be the 1st of May. So if you have that, then you are likely to get, if you have 71,000, then you're likely to get one HCW share. The good thing about this spin-off, for those who haven't who didn't invest a whole lot, as a matter of fact, if you don't even have up to 71,000, you're still going to get one share of HCWC. And if you have just one share and some fraction, if you have 71,000 and some more, there's a good chance you're going to get probably up to 2 shares. So for those who didn't invest a lot of money, they actually stand a better chance of making money from HCMC. This is usually what happens when this sort of bonuses happen. Those who don't meet the criteria absolutely tend to gain a lot. So HCMC is still going to issue those who, there's a good chance, based on my own experience, there's a good chance that those who own a number of shares but don't own up to 71,000 are also likely going to get one share. So in the end, it is those who didn't invest a lot that are actually going to likely benefit a lot, based on what they have invested. But I know indeed, some people invested a lot when the stock was trading at higher prices. So it won't be fair to say that those people will benefit a lot as well too. But in any case, the good thing about this HCWC spin-off or listing, we haven't seen it here. They're saying that it's pending. We haven't seen the disclosure. We haven't seen it yet. Maybe because they have filed it, it's not yet public because it's an S1 disclosure. It's not on their shelf here. It's not on the shelf. The latest filing is they're from 10K. They're from 10K as of 30th of March. So there's that S1. Okay, S1. Okay, yeah. That I'm looking at. I'm supposed to look at the different HCWC. Let's see. That's where I'm supposed to look at, not HCMC. See, I have to get it right. HCWC. That's a totally different company. You see HCWC. That's it. Let's see where we can find that disclosure. Do we have it? HCWC. Let's see. We don't have that. We don't have that HCWC. Maybe in future we might be able to find it, but I thought it was going to be on Hcmc, which is totally wrong, because that entity is totally different from Hcmc. But in any case, the good thing about that is that they're going to be listed on New York Stock Exchange, and we hope. I wanted to look at that S1 document to see whether they're going to raise funds. Yes, I mean, it would be probably naive as well for me to think that they're going to raise funds. They're going to raise funds, so we may begin to also face the same cycle we face with Hcmc stock itself, which is that dilutions may continue to occur, because the reason why the stock is trading at this sort of price is because they have been raising funds. And the entities they've used to raise those funds, that lend them the money or issue them the funds, go ahead and sell the stock, using safe harbors and all that stuff, safe harbor rules and all that stuff, to get their money back. And it's usually 100% redemptions and all that stuff. So that's amongst other things why we are looking at this sort of price, $0.00002. It's because they usually hedge funds, they have to get their money back. So if there's a good chance that's what may happen with HCWC, they're going to raise funds, because you're not really going to find an S1 disclosure that is not that doesn't contain the raising of funds, raising funds, use of proceeds and all that stuff. So there's a good chance that we may still go back to the same old thing, HCWC, raising funds and dilutions occurring and other stuff, because HCMC, HCWC, they're all growing companies. They need funds. And we just fingers crossed, but for the time being, when it goes public, when the shares become available, when the dividends are paid into our accounts, and when they begin to trade in the time being, maybe it's just going to trade like a normal stock. I believe, trade normally, trade better, and all that. We don't exactly know the price, but in due course we're going to see the disclosure and want to find everything. So the key thing today is that yes, you heard it, they won the appeal to have the case returned to Judge Batten. I think they also mentioned that they didn't want Judge Batten to handle the case, but the appeal court rejected that as well. So it's still going back to Judge Batten. And the good thing is also is that maybe Philip Morris can't also file this, come up with the same objections they came up, that they can't come up with those objections, some of them, because the time they have been taken care of as well. And I think what may also happen is that for sure, easily as you can imagine, is that they're going to want to pause the case because there's an appeal. There's an appeal going on, and also the patent office has also thrown out, has nullified the patent that is the bone of contention there. The patent that it's a bone of contention. They are alleging that Philip Morris infringed on it and all that stuff. So so that's what's going on. That's the latest. The last time we covered this stock was in December of last year, 2022. Okay, so there's some good news. There's some ray of hope. Let's see how things go. When the disclosure comes out, we'll definitely update you. So see what you make of Hcmc stock. Are you going to buy more to see whether you're going to increase your position? Left me, I'll say don't buy more. Just leave it as it is. Okay, and thank you very much for watching this video.